welcome to John's Box and welcome to a new series about football, more specifically about Swindon's other football club. Let's put it closer so you can see. You've all heard about Swindon Town FC, a club which has been in existence for well over 100 years, but who's heard of Swindon Supermarine Football Club, a semi-professional club which was created almost 30 years ago. Their nickname is the Marine. It's very original. They are a few tiers below Swindon Town. They're in the Southern Premiership Division South, midway down the table, and they've got a stadium in South Marston known as Hunt's Copse. I hope I pronounced that correctly. Never been there, never seen it, and I guess there isn't any rivalry between Swindon Town and Swindon Supermarine simply because of their histories. I think even there's respect for Swindon Supermarine, and I'm sure every Swindon Town fan would love them one day to aspire into the Football League. So now let's take a look at the rest of the history and their progress to the current day position. This will be in the first episode. In the second episode, I'll focus on the club today. So sit back and relax. Supermarine Football Club is a semi-professional football club based in South Marston near Swindon and plays in the Southern League Premier Division South and is affiliated to the Wiltshire Football Association. Its ground is at Hunt's Copse, situated close to the former Honda plant in Swindon. The club was established in 1992 as a merger between two local clubs in the Hellenic League, Supermarine FC and Swindon Athletic FC. Both clubs had problems with Supermarine finishing bottom of Division 1 in the 1991-92 season, and Swindon Athletic having difficulties meeting the new ground grading requirements required by the league at their council-owned Southbrook Recreation Ground. So the two clubs decided to merge and took Swindon Athletic's place in the Hellenic League Premier Division as Swindon Supermarine Football Club. If you've managed to get this far into the video, well done, thumbs up to you. Well, statistics show that probably you're not one of my subscribers. Thank you if you are, of course. I am grateful for every one subscriber that I have. In order to get a notification of future videos that I make, and they do come out at least twice a week, subscribe and press on the bell to get notifications. And I want my channel to grow, but without your support that won't happen. So thank you very much once again, and enjoy the rest of this video. Cheers. Supermarine FC was originally set up in 1946 from the social club associated with the Supermarine Aircraft Company. The club was originally called Vickers Armstrong and later shortened to Vickers FC. The club originally played in the Swindon District League and became founder members of the Wiltshire Football League in 1976, starting in Senior Division 1. It joined the Hellenic League in Division 1 for the 1982-83 season under the name of Supermarine, and obtained promotion to the Premier Division following their first campaign, where the club spent the next 7 seasons. During their time in the Premier Division, the club also won the Wiltshire Senior Cup in the 1985-86 season. After being relegated from the Premier Division in season 89-90, the club struggled in Division 1, and at the end of the 1991-92 season, their last before they merged, finished in last place. In 1997-98, the new club won the Hellenic League Championship, but were not promoted due to ground requirements. The championship was won for the second time in 2000-2001, and this time they were accepted into the Southern League. After 4 years of struggle at the foot of the Southern League Western Division table, not helped by a rapid succession of managerial changes, they qualified for the playoffs in the 2005-2006 season, but lost to Hemel Hempstead Town in the semi-finals. In 2006-07, they again reached the promotion playoffs, where this time they were successful after beating Burnham in the semi-final and Taunton in the final. This earned them a place in the Southern League Premier Division. That season also saw the club secure the Wiltshire Premier Shield, a decade after their first win in the competition. Their inaugural season in the Southern League Premier Division saw them finish in 12th place. They also earned a mid-table finish in the following 2008-2009 season and had an excellent run in the FA Trophy, reaching the third round, last 16, where they lost to the holders Ebbsfleet United. At the end of the 2009-2010 season, the club announced that it was facing a financial shortfall of £50,000, which would affect its immediate position in the Southern League. A supporters consortium then took over the club and saved it through various commitments and a sponsorship drive, which allowed it to continue in the Southern League Premier Division in the 2010-2011 season. Before the start of the season, former player-manager Tom Jones returned to the club as assistant manager. Amazing, isn't it? Amazing. They've also had, I believe, a few friendlies with Swindon Town Football Club, and here is one which goes back to over 10 years ago, which they lost quite significantly. Take a look at it. Many of you don't know is about the club's famous FA Cup run approximately 10 years ago in the 2010-2011 season. Out of a total of 759 clubs which had applied to be in the FA Cup, the qualifying stages, of course, to Swindon Supermarine Football Club actually got to the last 84. They actually got to the second round proper. Now, in that same year, Swindon Town Football Club also got to the second round proper, but you could say they got one bit further because they were involved in a replay, which they lost. But here you have Swindon Supermarine in the 9th or 10th tier of football, actually reaching the second round proper, beating Eastwood Town in the first round with over 2,000 fans watching that match at their stadium, and in the second round they get to play against Colchester United, who were then, I think in the 4th division, in the 4th tier, or maybe 3rd if I'm not wrong, something I didn't actually check, and they almost got a draw. Take a look at it. Take a look at two wonderful opportunities that they had.
Moving to the second qualifying round, it's been an historic cup run so far for Zamorotto Premier outfit Swindon Supermarine. Standing in their way of a lucrative place in round 3 were League One high flyers Colchester United, but it was the Wiltshire Minnows who almost took a shock lead. Ben Wells threw ball finding Chris Allen, who dragged. Had a golden opportunity to level the match early in the second half. Midfielder Jamie Gosling making space for himself, but his shot came back off the post. And there was to be no fairy tale. Colchester hung on, however the Marine fans stayed on to show their appreciation for a brave effort.
So that's it for today's video. I'll be back with the second part in November, and that will, as I've already mentioned, we'll be looking at the current day Swindon Supermarine, some of their performances and their prospects for the future. So see you again in November for that video, and don't forget there will be other videos of mine on this channel on the way, so look forward to that too. And thanks again for staying with me right until the end of this video. So thanks again, and bye for now.